Hola, amigos. You gotta check this video out.
At one point, was it not?
5:30.
Down 5:30, and that didn't last long, though. You know what else didn't last long?
What?
The meme stock pullback. Did you notice that yesterday?
Yeah.
AMC was
What's
way
up?
down initially, and then
Hello, I'm Karen Cho. We're taking you away.
Hello, I'm Karen, and apparently on CNBC, we're not allowed to talk about the bounce back in AMC. What is going on, Ape Nation? What is going on, Moon Gang? Welcome back to another episode of Dumb Money, and here's a very quick update about what's going on in the world of AMC. So to close out the week, AMC was at 46.19, and we have some fundamental updates I really want to go over, and they're fundamental updates, but I think it's more of excitement prompting events. So both of these, Black Widow and the UFC partnership. So let's start with the UFC. Poirier versus McGregor. It's the third installment. It's the trilogy fight. And I know this is just anecdotal, but I was looking in about a 25-mile radius from where I am in Philadelphia. All sold out. I am so excited to get the numbers of this partnership because I think they're going to be absolutely gangbusters, and it already looks like the numbers for Black Widow are very impressive. This was reported by Variety. Box office. Black Widow poised to capture pandemic era record with 88 million debut. Marvel's Black Widow is already crushing pandemic-era box office records. The superhero adventure raked in a mighty $39.5 million on Friday, July 9th, the biggest single-day gross since the onset of the Rona. Through the weekend, Black Widow is poised to generate a huge $88 million, which would best the benchmark previously set by F9 and its debut of $70 million not that long ago. In fact, I made a video, hey, in a week or two, I'm not going to be surprised if I'm saying a very similar rhetoric of Black Widow doing exceedingly well. And a little cherry on top is the fact that F9 is still doing well right here. Despite Black Widow's robust turnout, Universal's action tentpole F9 is still going strong in the box office. The film is projected to bring in $10.4 million over the weekend, which would boost its domestic total to an impressive $141 million. F9 has given movie theaters a much-needed boost and has so far hit $100 million in ticket sales faster than any other pandemic-era release. So there you have it, apes. ABC, easy as 1, 2, 3. Grand slam, grand slam, grand slam. F9 already doing amazingly well and continuing upward. Black Widow, all the early numbers showing it's doing amazingly well. And I have a sneaky suspicion we're going to hear the exact same thing for the UFC, AMC, Poirier, McGregor partnership. Very excited. Now, does any of this have a drastic improvement on the fundamental breakdown of AMC? Not really. I'm not arguing that. What I am arguing is that it might be enough, it might prompt enough excitement that people are seeing it. And hey, we all know that AMC right now is a very excitement, community-driven stock play. And this might be just another thing that's putting a match on the gasoline that we've already been dousing on this situation. Very excited to get all of these numbers for all three of these things and to see how the public and the stock actually reacts. Switching gears a little bit. So as of Friday, July 9th, AMC no longer on the threshold securities list. Does this matter to me? Absolutely not. On the live streams, on the videos, I've already been saying that this is something to pay attention to. I went into it neutral. I think expectations were getting set a bit too high, as if this was some sort of a magic bullet. Right there, I guess this is just saying that they took care of the FTDs in terms of it being consecutive. For all I know, trading on Monday, maybe they took care of it on Friday and they're going to restart on Monday just so we didn't get to that 13th actual day. Maybe it's just some weird shenanigans going on in the back room there. But to me, I went into this neutral. And I think that expectations were getting set a bit too high. And I just don't want that, the downfall of this community to be missed expectations. I don't think we should have had many expectations for it. And now that it's definitely not on the list, I think this doesn't change anything for me. I was not making this trade because of AMC being on the threshold securities list. That wasn't the driving factor. In fact, I'm looking at what's going on, more importantly, the trend of the stock chart and the short interest. It might have been a nice little bonus, but I was always in the camp of I don't think it's going to be much, and now that it's not on the list, I don't know really how it could be anything, but maybe I'm completely missing something. If so, please let me know in a comment below. Now let's talk a little bit about the options. So this is from Benzinga, the unusual options activity. I scrolled down here. I sorted it by the expiration date. I just wanted to point out how much money is being bet on calls for the July monthlies, as in next Friday, July 16th. Look at all this money. This is more so sorted by time, but right at the end of the day, 194,000, 696,000. We have 61,000, 43,000. It just goes on and on. Yeah, of course, there's a couple puts, but just for next Fridays, look, let me give you a quick scroll here. So much money throughout the day being bet on calls. Very excited to see how that plays out. All of these, the DTE, days until expiration, all for specifically next Friday's July monthlies. A lot of unusual options on calls for AMC. Exciting. In terms of its chart, just so you know, this is the S&P 500, the overall market. On Friday, it managed to hit a new all-time high. The reason I'm bringing this up is if you have a retirement portfolio, pension fund, just some of your blue chip stocks, most likely doing well. But I also just think it's funny that our community somehow gets bashed for AMC. How could you possibly be in it? It's fundamentally overvalued. You know what else is overvalued? The entire stock market. I just don't get it. They'll throw mud at us apes for being in AMC because it's fundamentally overvalued. How could you possibly make a trade that's something that's overvalued? Well, is anyone arguing that our economy, the world economy, the US economy is the best it's ever been? Because that's what the stock market is saying. So I just wanted to bring this up just so you know your other stocks probably doing well. And just in general, this rhetoric of like, how could you do it? Well, my question to them is, any analyst, any hedge fund, why are you invested in blue chip stocks? Why are you invested in the market right now? There's a strong argument that those are overvalued with, I don't know, inflation. Like they're arguing that it's transitory, and we all know that's not true. So it's just, they're going to choose the parts of the argument that fits their current narrative, mainly their narrative of being against us, but it's very pick and choose. So I just wanted to get that out there. AMC, here's a look at the daily chart overall. So on Thursday, July 8th, very good day, huge bounce. We had this gap down. We opened up down 9%. We ended the day up 6%. And then on Friday, consolidation day, and we held this support, which was the low from June 4th. And right now we're currently trading around 46. So I'm looking for that to hold. Of course, we have support between 40 and 42. The first target is the key psychological level of 50. And we also have a little resistance at 52. From there, I wanted to get back in the wedge. And then of course, you've heard about 60, 62, 65, and then the all-time high. So these are the main levels I'm watching. But the first up to bat is 50. And right after that, 52. Since it's the weekend update, here's a look at AMC's long-term performance. Main thing is from the start of this year until this very moment, we're up over 2,000%. And ever since we started this rally in late May, AMC is currently up 283%. So anyone who's somehow pitching this concept of, oh, we're losing and all that, like what? We're up 283% in a very short period of time. What's that, about 6 weeks? We're doing so incredibly well. Of course, the stock market, it's not going to be green, green, green. You need to have more realistic expectations of, yeah, there's going to be some red days mixed in there. But the fact that the bear camp, people betting against AMC, could not drive AMC down right after, what is this, June 10th? Like usually when you see this run up and then this type of weakness, that's game over. But you know what happened? They caught it, we pushed it back up and we consolidated. And then guess what happened again? We had another 4-day period of red. Usually this is it. From all, like anecdotally, what I have seen, that type of weakness after a run up, that's kind of game over. We are coming back to reality. But you know what happened? They got a little bit too cocky, the people betting against the stock, the apes, the bulls, they stepped in. We had a beautiful day, consolidation. And now we have some exciting fundamental drivers, Black Widow, UFC, and the continuation of F9 success. I mean, the psychology, I think, is once again tilting against the people betting against AMC. Very, very excited for this upcoming week. In terms of its numbers, so on Friday, there was a borrow of 1.78 million against AMC with a net of 422. The short interest is now above 19%. Utilization, 90%. Shares on loan, probably right around 100 million. And the short interest, it started off the day just below 19, now we're above 19. And as you can see from this yellow line on the screen, we've still been trending higher and higher. In fact, on a year-to-date time frame, we're almost at the highest short interest that AMC has had. I'm talking the entire year and like all the run-ups and everything. In fact, that run-up on June 2nd, that was at a short interest of 17.5, and now we're cooking at 19. So I see that sometimes emotions are getting high, and I get that one of the hats I wear in this community is kind of just keeping people calm, cool, collected, and just trying to give the numbers. Right now, I mean, personally, do I admit this is the best chart I've seen? No. But do I still like the chart? Do I like the fact that we consolidated at such a high value? We had a beautiful bounce. We might be setting up for more of a, I guess, like a lengthened, a stretch George W, something like that. Yeah, I'll take that. And I also respect the fact that we're up just under 300% since May. We're up over 2,000% since the start of the year. And in terms of these metrics, the data, the shorts, I mean, conservative floor value, 100 million shares bet against AMC. With any upward movement in the chart, that's a lot of shorts who could be trapped. And remember, from a stock market mechanical perspective, that's what we're looking for. We're looking to trap a lot of shorts. The stock goes up, they want to cover just so they don't take a bigger loss, so they buy back in. That's how you cover a short. And then the stock goes higher and higher and higher as more and more shorts cover. So between what I'm seeing in the shorts, in this data source, what I'm seeing in the chart, and then also just some of these exciting drivers of just between the movies, UFC, and all that stuff, man, all I can say is that I like this stock. Not a financial advisor. That's just a guy in a pretty stylish duck shirt throwing out that opinion. But like I say, I like this stock. So with all of that being said, I'd like to get your opinion on AMC. But more importantly for this video, let me know who you think is going to win the fight. Is it McGregor, Poirier? I would love to get your thoughts. Overall, if you like this video, you know all that good YouTube algorithm stuff. And until I catch you next time, from me and Chair, best of luck in the markets.